Have you ever told yourself, I'll do it later? We all have. But what if later is a thief, silently stealing the future we dream of? This is the story of Arun, a young boy who, like many of us, believed time was an infinite ocean. He thought he could always swim back to shore whenever he wanted. Arun was bright and full of potential, but he had a constant companion: procrastination. School assignments were pushed to the last minute, chores were left for another day, and promises to improve were always meant for tomorrow. He'd say, "There's plenty of time," as he chose another hour of games over studying, another day of leisure over responsibility. But time, it turns out, keeps its own unforgiving schedule. Slowly, almost without him noticing, the small delays began to add up. His grades started to slip, not because he wasn't capable, but because he was always a step behind. The mountain of unfinished tasks grew taller, casting a long shadow of anxiety over his once carefree days. His friends, who were moving forward, started to seem distant. He was being left behind, not by others, but by the moments he had willingly thrown away. Regret became a heavy cloak he wore every day. He saw the disappointment in his parents' eyes and felt a hollowness inside him, a quiet grief for the person he knew he could be. The future he once imagined, full of success and pride, was becoming a blurry, distant dream. He was stuck, lost in a present built from 1,000 neglected yesterdays. One afternoon, a wise old mentor, who had watched Arun's struggle from afar, sat with him under a large banyan tree. He didn't lecture or scold. Instead, he began to tell a story. "Arun," he said softly, "let me tell you about a king and his dearest friend." The king, wanting to reward his friend for his loyalty, made an extraordinary offer. He opened the doors to his royal treasury and said, "My friend, for one full day, from sunrise to sunset, you can take as much gold, as many jewels, and as many treasures as you can carry. Everything you gather is yours." The friend was ecstatic. Ah, whole day. He imagined the life he would build, the riches he would own. He thought, the sun has only just risen. I have the entire day. Let me first go home and have a hearty breakfast to gather my strength. So he went home and ate a lavish meal. After eating, he felt a little sleepy. "A short nap will refresh me," he told himself. The treasury isn't going anywhere. So he slept. Hours passed. When he woke up, the sun was high in the sky. He thought, there's still so much time. I should have lunch with my family and tell them of our good fortune, and so, aided. More time slipped away. In the afternoon, he met some friends who invited him for a game. Just for a little while, he reasoned, the sun is still up. But the game was engaging, and he lost track of everything else. Suddenly, he noticed the sky turning orange. Panic set in. He had wasted the entire day. He ran, breathless, toward the palace, his heart pounding with dread. As he reached the treasury gates, the sun dipped below the horizon, and the massive doors began to close. He was just a few feet away, but it was too late. The day was over. He stood there with empty hands and a heart full of regret, having lost a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Not because it wasn't given, but because he never valued the time he had to seize it. As the mentor finished his story, Arun sat in silence. The tale wasn't about a king or a friend. It was about him. He was the friend, and life was the king, offering him the treasure of time every single day. And every day, he was letting it slip through his fingers. In that moment, something profound shifted within him. He finally understood. Time wasn't an endless ocean. It was a flowing river. You could either use its current to travel toward your destination, or stand still and watch it flow away, carrying all your hopes and dreams with it. Time wasn't just a clock on the wall. It was the very currency of life, the raw material from which all achievements are built. Every second he wasted was a piece of his future he could never get back. That day, Arun made a promise to himself. No more later. No more tomorrow. His new mantra became now. The transformation wasn't instant. It was a battle fought every day. When the urge to postpone a task arose, he would remember the friend at the treasury gates. He started small. He began by making his bed the moment he woke up. He completed his homework as soon as he got home from school. He broke down large projects into small, manageable steps and tackled one at a time right away. He created a schedule and, for the first time, respected it. It was difficult. The old habits of distraction and laziness cried out for attention. But Arun was fueled by a new, powerful motivation, the fear of regret. With each task he completed on time, a small victory was won. These small wins started to build on each other, creating a momentum of their own. Discipline, once a foreign concept, slowly became a part of his character. He discovered a surprising truth. Completing a task right away took far less energy than worrying about it for days. The anxiety that had plagued him began to fade, replaced by a quiet confidence. Weeks turned into months. Arun was no longer the boy who was always behind. He was the student who handed in his work early, the son who helped without being asked, the friend who was reliable and present. His grades soared, but more importantly, he earned something far more valuable than good marks. He earned the respect of his teachers, the pride of his parents, and most significantly, his own self. He started to look in the mirror and see not a failure, but a person of discipline and strength. The future that once seemed so distant and impossible was now coming into focus, drawn closer with every well-spent day. He realized that the life he wanted wasn't something to be found, but something to be built, one disciplined moment at a time. His journey showed that consistency is the architect of destiny. It's the small, daily acts of honoring time that construct a future filled with achievement and fulfillment. Arun's story holds a universal lesson for all of us. Time is the most impartial force in the universe. It gives everyone the same 24 hours each day. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, young or old. It simply passes. But how we use it defines everything. Time is a silent partner in our lives. When we respect it, it rewards us with growth, opportunity, and success. It compounds our efforts, turning small, consistent actions into remarkable achievements. But when we ignore it, when we waste it, it punishes us with regret, missed chances, and unfulfilled potential. The life you desire is not waiting for you in some distant later. It is hidden in the moments you have right now. It's in the decision to read a page instead of scrolling, to take one small step toward a goal instead of putting it off, to start now instead of waiting for the perfect moment that will never come. The great divide between who you are and who you want to be is bridged by what you do with your time. Stop being the friend at the treasury gates, watching your opportunities vanish with the setting sun. Start being the master of your moments, because your life changes, not when your circumstances change, but when you change your relationship with time. It changes when you stop saying later and start living now. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that helps you build a better life. What is one thing you can do right now, instead of later? Let us know in the comments below.